They might win this game. Oh my God. Caitlin Clark was just cleared to play. I'm shocked. This is a shock.
Caitlin Clark death. And the entire WNBA just broke into a cold sweat. After 5 games without her, attendance nosedived like a failed roller coaster launch, ticket prices collapsed like a house of cards, and TV ratings tanked harder than a reality star's music career. The Clark effect isn't hype, it's economics. And now that she's suiting up again, teams are scrambling like it's DEFCON 1. Players who talked tough during her absence are suddenly real quiet. The league needs her. The fans crave her. And the haters? They're praying she has an off night. Spoiler, she won't. The Queen has returned.
Breaking news, breaking news. Caitlin Clark is back, guys. The reality's back. Caitlin Clark, Ponytail Pete. She's back. She's back. Thank the Lord. Now the ratings are up. I bet you Kathy Engelbert's like, please, Caitlin, for the love of God, can you please come back? This league sucks without you. She probably made so many phone calls, emails, tweets. Probably even sent a telegram to come back. You know what? I'm happy she's back, yo.
Let's talk cold, hard numbers. With Caitlin Clark on the court, the Indiana Fever were pulling in a staggering 1.81 million viewers per game. But the second she went down with that quad injury, viewership nosedived to just 847,000. That's a jaw-dropping 53% plunge, like the league got hit by a semi loaded with wake-up calls. No sugarcoating it. Clark isn't just a player, she is the product. And without her, the ratings crumble faster than a cheap folding chair.
WNBA television ratings down more than 50%. We should probably do a study on that. I'm not sure why that would be. Wait. Since Caitlin Clark's injury, ladies of the WNBA, she is the rising tide. She is essentially the sun at the beach. If she's not out, nobody else is. She equals ratings, revenue, and relevance, and those 3 things the WNBA is dying for.
Meanwhile, Fever ticket prices tanked from $137.00 to $80.00 quicker than you could blink. That hyped-up Chicago Sky matchup that was supposed to shift to the United Center, ticket prices collapsed from $210.00 to $95.00. And even with those fire sale prices, the arenas looked half empty, like a sad dress rehearsal for a league pretending everything's fine. Without Caitlin Clark, the WNBA isn't just missing a star. It's missing its entire gravitational pull.
How's practice been like for her, and kind of what's her status for tomorrow?
It's been good. I think she's working her way back, and I felt like today was better than yesterday in terms of just movement and balance and feeling like she's getting back into rhythm, timing, all of those things. And as long as we don't have any progression, she's going to be ready to roll.
But here's where it gets delicious. The full-blown panic sweeping through the WNBA. Players who spent all of 2024 mocking Caitlin Clark, racking up flagrant fouls like it was some twisted badge of honor, are now watching their arenas echo with the sound of empty seats and their own irrelevance. The same ones who said she was overhyped are now sweating bullets as the ratings tank without her. The league's petty jealousy? Oh, it's about to hit new levels of petty. Because Clark's return isn't just a comeback, it's a spotlight surge. And it's about to expose everything.
Without Caitlin Clark, the WNBA will be in poverty. Caitlin Clark coming back to the WNBA, it will hit harder than snow in the 80s. It amazes me when y'all see the stats above. Around 98% of viewers that are going to come back and watch the WNBA. Why? It's because the best player in the world, the best player of women basketball is...
If you are enjoying, please subscribe. The WNBA without Clark isn't just a basketball league. It feels more like a support group for former athletes wondering why their games don't matter. Angel Reese's recent game against Paige Beckers drew just 9,025 fans, which still seemed optimistic. In contrast, Clark's games consistently sold out 15,000-seat arenas, with spectators paying $670.00 to see her play. The disparity is glaring and almost amusing. Meanwhile, players scramble to generate rivalries and drama on social media, yet their attendance figures are tiny, smaller than a middle school talent show. It's a stark reminder of how much the league's popularity has faded without Clark's star power.
It's time to get over the angst. Like, she's changed the league. She doesn't show up. It's like the sun going behind a cloud at the beach. It's not the same.
Now, the Queen is set to reclaim her throne. Clark's return against the New York Liberty, the reigning champions and the league's only undefeated team at 9-0, is more than just a game. It's a cultural moment. The Liberty team, likely assuming they could coast through the season without facing the Fever's star, is about to receive a wake-up call. With her signature logo threes and no-look passes, ESPN and ABC are already buzzing, eager to see the ratings spike that Clark's comeback will bring, especially after the decline in viewership during her absence. This game isn't just about basketball. It's about restoring excitement and proving once again why Clark remains the league's biggest draw.
Caitlin Clark has been officially cleared to play. 45 minutes ago on the X account for the Indiana Fever, they have announced she will be on roster and will play against the Liberty. She's healthy. She's at full strength. The GOAT returns. You know what that means? It's time for everybody to start watching WNBA again. The ratings dropped by 55% while Caitlin Clark was out. I'm not shocked. You're not shocked. But apparently the WNBA Illuminati continues to stay shocked because they just don't understand. If she's healthy, this league...
The panic isn't just about one player making her comeback. It reveals a deeper vulnerability in the league's entire marketing foundation. The WNBA spent years trying to craft a sustainable product, but Clark's emergence shifted the landscape dramatically. She became the key factor separating relevance from obscurity. Commissioner Kathy Engelbert can tout her as the most popular athlete in America, but that label carries a heavy burden. When the league's success heavily depends on a single star's health and performance, every injury turns into an existential threat. The other players are well aware of this reality. They've seen the stark difference in crowd sizes. 17,000 passionate fans versus 3,000 polite spectators. Clark's return signals that arenas will once again be packed, but not necessarily because fans are there for the team. They're there to witness her dominate. The psychological warfare has already begun. Players who struggled to handle Clark's rising success as a rookie now face the prospect of her coming back as a seasoned superstar, hungrier and more determined. Her return isn't just a game changer, it's a seismic shift that could redefine the league's future.
World, we have not seen a woman that played basketball the way that she does. She revolutionizing the game before our very own eyes. To be honest, is anyone watching Angel Wilson, Angel Reese? The reason why most of these fans are watching the WNBA is because of Caitlin.
Let's cut through the fiction about Clark's absence. The league tried to prove it could succeed without her, but it fell flat. Viewership on NBA TV declined by 40% when Clark was sidelined, exposing how dependent the league was on her star power. The rising tide that was supposed to lift all boats instead became a tsunami. Clark was the only one surfing it. Meanwhile, other players learned that social media followers don't necessarily translate into ticket sales, Instagram likes don't fill arenas, and manufactured controversies lack the organic buzz that Clark generates just by showing up. The focus on Clark is about to sharpen. During her rookie year, she was fouled flagrantly more times than anyone else, even before she fully understood the league's physicality. Now, she returns healthier, rested, with a fresh quad, and likely with some pointed words for those who spent her absence trash-talking her fan base. The delusional fans Gino Auriemma criticized, they're about to flood back into arenas with a vengeance, and they're ready to spend. Clark's comeback isn't just a return, it's a seismic shift in the league's future.
Ball. You see the god Caitlin Clark has been hearing all the disrespect from the Black Clan and Black Clan panders. Indiana Fever this, Indiana Fever that, Great White Hope this, she turns the ball over that. But guess what? The god Caitlin Clark doesn't give 3 drops of hippopotamus urine about what any of you punk ass jabronis have to see. You see what Caitlin Clark is on the floor, assists get thrown. When Caitlin Clark is on the floor, the offense flows better. When Caitlin Clark is on the court, man, logo threes get bombed because she actually takes the game of basketball serious. She ain't out there bricking layups and shooting 30%. She ain't out by the poolside drinking alcohol with a $3 Party City wig on. Because the god Caitlin Clark actually takes basketball serious. She eats basketballs for breakfast.
The financial implications of Clark's return are mind-blowing. Sports economist Ryan Brewer estimates her economic impact could hit $1 billion, 0 cents this season, encompassing not only game revenue but also merchandise sales, tourism boosts, television deals, and the broader cultural influence she wields. Meanwhile, many other players are still struggling to translate social media followers into tangible financial gains. The disparity between Clark and her peers isn't solely about basketball talent. It's about star power, marketability, and the ability to ignite genuine passion for women's basketball. During Clark's absence, the league's desperation was evident. They moved games to larger venues, expecting her to play, only to be unable to revert those plans when she was injured. Fans who purchased tickets, expecting to see Clark, found themselves holding expensive tickets for games with little excitement. The Washington Mystics even relocated a game to Baltimore to accommodate Clark's fan base, only to see ticket prices plummet from $41 0 cents to $14 0 cents when she couldn't participate. It's a stark reminder of how quickly hype can turn into disappointment when an entire marketing strategy hinges on one star. Clark's return is poised to reshape the league's financial landscape and restore its credibility.
As you can imagine, a lot of people are fired up. Yeah, right there. Yeah, we're ready to go. Thank you. The demon's home. Yeah. Thank God. Yeah, a lot of rejoicing here in this post. The baby goat is back. Let's effing.
Clark's return arrives at a pivotal moment to reveal the true hierarchy within the league. The Indiana Fever posted a 2-3 record without her, illustrating that even with talented players like Kelsey Mitchell and Nelisa Smith, the team simply doesn't operate the same way without their floor general. But it's not just about the Fever. Every franchise is beginning to see that their biggest crowds, most watched games, and key moments all coincide with Clark's presence on the court. The psychological impact of her comeback cannot be overstated. Players who spent months convincing themselves that the league's success was bigger than one star will now face a sobering reality. Clark is the league. The Caitlin Clark effect isn't just a catchy marketing phrase. It's a business force, a cultural phenomenon, and a clear reminder that star power still drives when she takes the floor again. Every player will be reminded that they're not just competing against her, they're competing for relevance in a league that orbits around her gravitational pull. Her return is more than just basketball. It's a catalyst for a league-wide reckoning. The upcoming game between the Fever and the Liberty is set to be a highly anticipated television event. It's not just Clark's long-awaited return, but also the first time an undefeated team faces the league's biggest star. The Liberty, riding a perfect 9-0 record with an average victory margin of 19 points, are about to encounter a Fever squad that has its top player back and a powerful message to send. Natasha Cloud, expected to be tasked with guarding Clark, will need to bring her best because the entire basketball world will be watching. Clark's comeback has ripple effects beyond the game itself. Networks like ESPN and ABC, which largely ignored Fever games during her absence, are now positioning themselves to benefit from the ratings surge her return will generate. The same broadcasters who saw WNBA ratings plummet by 55% without her are now reminded of her value. This shift in power highlights how Clark's star status exposes the league's reliance on her, making other players and organizations uncomfortable by revealing their own expendability in her wake.
Him back, because the New York Liberty, not only are they a good team, they're a smart team. Not only is Natasha Cloud a good defender, she's a smart player as well. You thought Caitlin Clark got roughed up the first time we saw the New York Liberty. Natasha Cloud's probably dripping from all of the drool, salivating at the moment to get her hands on.
Here's the alarming reality. If Clark's injury alone can significantly drop league viewership and attendance, what will happen when she eventually retires? What if she sustains another injury? The WNBA has spent decades trying to develop a sustainable product, but Clark's absence revealed that their foundation is more fragile than it appears. Like a house of cards, other players are becoming anxious, realizing their careers, salaries, and relevance are all intertwined with her health and on-court performance. Clark's return comes amid an already crowded WNBA schedule, which has led to injuries across the league. Her comeback will be a masterclass in handling pressure. Prior to her injury, she averaged 19 points, 9.3 assists, and 6 rebounds per game. Stats that could have made this season historic. Returning to face the defending champions on national TV, every player will be watching to see if she can pick up right where she left off. A psychological warfare has already started, with Clark's return serving as the opening salvo in a battle for the league's soul.
Really a bad thing, because if she rushes back too soon and then injures herself even worse, then the WNBA is really fucked. And they know that. So they're giving her as much time as she needs to be 100%, because make no mistake, they need her in the playoffs and they need her on the court for as long as.
The true impact of Clark's return lies in revealing everyone's honest feelings about the league's hierarchy. Players who have championed the cause of equality and respect will soon realize that in professional sports, respect is earned through performance, not social media followers or public persona. The so-called Caitlin Clark effect isn't fading away, it's evolving, and her comeback is just the beginning of a season that will separate those who can compete at her level from those only trying to get her attention. WNBA players are clearly feeling the pressure, and their panic is evident. Clark's absence exposed how unprepared the league is to thrive without her star power. Her return means the spotlight will burn brighter than ever, intensifying the competition and scrutiny. They understand that no amount of manufactured drama, social media beefs, or targeted trash talk can change the fundamental truth. Clark is the league's most influential player, and her presence commands the game's focus. Her return isn't just about basketball, it's a statement about the league's identity and future.
Yeah, I think it's just like having the mindset of, I don't need to make up for lost time, just being patient and getting back into the flow of things, getting back into the flow of playing with my team. We changed a little bit of what we did on offense when I was out, just certain actions that we had to be more intentional in, just because, we didn't play out pick and roll as much. That's what I like to do. And, some of my teammates, that's not their best strength. They have other strengths, so playing to those strengths more. So just getting back into the flow of doing some of those types of things. But I think just getting out there and just continuing to build my chemistry with my teammates and playing fast, playing up tempo, I think that's going to be the best for us.
Playing fast, playing up tempo, I think that's going to be the best for us.
Caitlin Clark's return signals a major reckoning for players who believed they could diminish the league's biggest star. It's a wake-up call for a league that's realized it's not as dominant as it once seemed. It also serves as a reminder that in professional sports, talent and impact outweigh politics and positioning. Clark's comeback will make it clear who truly leads the WNBA. And spoiler alert, it's not the players who spent her absence making noise. The Queen is about to reclaim her throne, and the ensuing panic has only just begun. Her return reaffirms her status as the league's most influential figure, and everyone's feeling the heat. If you enjoyed leaving a like and subscribing, more videos are on the screen now.